Good morning, everybody. Wanted to start out by introducing myself. I'm Brian Howard, the Director of Athletic Strategic Communications here at Alabama State University. I want to welcome everybody for attending today's press conference. Before we begin the press conference, just want to remind everybody that following the conclusion of Mr. Hines' speech, he will be available to take questions. During his press conference, he will touch on the Commissioner's Cup and the State of the Department address. So without further ado, we want to bring up the Director of Athletics, Mr. Melvin Hines.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You know, it's great to always be in the midst of a lot of Hornet fans and the Hornet faithful. But we're glad to see everybody. I'm not going to go through a roll call and try to name everybody right now, but I see a lot of familiar faces. I do want to give a special shout out to ISTAP for showing up today, and all the alumni and former student athletes and all our coaches and our administrators. We really appreciate you coming out. As Brian mentioned, this was a great year for Alabama State University. You talk about winning our 4th Commissioner Cup in a row. I mean, that was very, very exciting for our athletic department and our university. But also, we swept the SWAC for the 2nd year in a row. Also winning the Women's Cup and the Men's Cup, which is very, very exciting. You know, that was led by, thank you. You know, that Women's Cup has been very special. I believe it has a home here at Alabama State. The cup is known as the Sadie McGee Barbara Jacket Award, which the Lady Hornets have won 5 years in a row. So we're excited about our women's program. Our men's program won the C.D. Henry Award. It's 3 out of the past 4 years. 2 years ago we missed it, but we fell just a little bit short, but we got right back in there. We won it for the last 2 years, so we're excited. You talk about 10 conference championships this year. I'll put that up against any school in America. You're talking about first-time programs that won championships, women's bowling, women's soccer. And we have those 2 coaches here, so let's give those 2 coaches and those student athletes a round of applause. Coach Jody Smith and Coach Andrew Chapman. You know, so what more can we say about what we've done athletically? You know, we've dominated our conference for the last couple years, and that's our goal in our plan every year, to continue to win championships. But I always say, if you can win in the classroom, you definitely can win on the field. That's the most exciting part about it, because Alabama State Athletics is winning in the classroom. Among successes on the field, we also had successes in the classroom as women's cross country and women's golf were honored by the NCAA for the academic progress APR. I mean, they had perfect scores of 1,000. I mean, that's unbelievable. They are exceeding at a high level in classroom and in the field of competition. This is the 2nd time such an honor has been awarded to our women's golf program, as they were recognized during the 2014-15 season. Also, for the first time in recent history, let me make sure everybody understands the word. All of our athletic programs at Alabama State finished above the threshold needed to avoid penalty in the most recent APR data released in May by the NCAA. So what does that mean? All our programs are eligible for championships, not just on the conference level, but also on the national level. We're eligible for all postseason play, so we are extremely excited about what our student athletes and our coaches. You know, I want to give a special shout out to our coaches, because they push our student athletes to be the best in the classroom, to be the best on the field, and it shows. You see all these trophies we got lined up front, and we got to find somewhere to put all these trophies. We've been winning so many trophies lately. We gotta get us a Hall of Fame and a trophy case so we can showcase all our trophies. You know, as we talk about what's our goals, what's our plans for our athletic department, as we move forward toward the 2017-18 academic year, Department of Athletics want to continue to be at the top, and that starts with a vision. We want to continue to improve upon our academic progress rate scores that include single and multi-years for each team. We want to continue to push, not just make the minimum scores. We want to exceed to make sure we can try to get all our programs to be thousands every year, to make sure we're exceeding, our graduation rates are exceeding what we're doing here at the university, that we're one of the top programs in the country, making sure our student athletes are graduating at a high rate, because we do believe you come to Alabama State, you go set yourself apart. And when you leave here, we want you to make sure you walk out with your head held high, stand tall, and let them know, hey, I come from a great program that has a great program of history and tradition, not just an athletic program, but as a university, because a lot of things started right here on 915 South Jackson Street. And so our athletic program want to make sure that we continue that model, continue to push Alabama State University forward. We also want to remain athletic competitive by finishing in the top third of the SWAC overall. Yes, we've set a goal to continue to win championships. We want to win a championship. That's our #1 goal, to win a championship. Hey, but sometimes you may not win them. But our goal is to win them. If we don't win them, we want to definitely be in the championship game competing for that championship, which we had some programs did last year. They fell a little short, but every school had to go to Alabama State if they wanted to win a championship in the SWAC. And that's going to continue to be our goal. We also are looking to continue to increase the building of our fan and adult base by ways of engagement and fundraising efforts. Lastly, we're looking to increase our athletic brand and our marketing awareness on a national level, which include radio, print, and television. We got to tell our story, and we got to put our story out so everybody will know outside of Montgomery, outside of Alabama. There's a great place down in a little old city called Montgomery, Alabama, with an athletic program that's doing great things at a great institution, which is called Alabama State University. We expect another outstanding season here at Alabama State this year. We're defending SWAC champions in women's cross country, volleyball, and women's soccer. Also, we're gearing up for another great football season with 6 home games, including the annual Labor Day 9 Classic, a Marion 9 Invitational, and a 94th Annual Turkey Day Classic against Cheney University. The Turkey Day Classic will include a regular season on November 23rd, as our seniors will be introduced one final time in front of ASU faithful during Senior Day. Also, fans are encouraged to come out and celebrate homecoming during the final game of the season. You know, it would be remiss not to mention that our football tickets are on sale, single season game tickets are on sale, so we look forward to everybody going out getting your tickets and supporting the Hornets this year. But also, let's talk a little bit more about that first football game we got coming up. We're going to play a little school from down the road. We look forward to hosting them back in our house. You know, and the game has a very special semblance to it. You talk about the Marion 9. You know, you're talking about 9 former slaves that started a little old institution down in Marion. Then they moved it to Montgomery, which is now what we know is called Alabama State. It's a great way for us to honor. We're celebrating our 150 years as an institution. And what better way to kick it off Labor Day weekend, honoring Marion 9 against our I'm gonna say our friends from down the road. We're gonna be friends except for about 3.5 hours. And then after that, we can go back to being friends. But we look forward to seeing everybody this year, and we're excited about what's going on. I hope this has been worth your time coming out to find out what Alabama State Athletics is all about. Hey, we're here to stay. We're here to continue to grow, and we look forward to seeing this stadium fill Labor Day weekend when we play Tuskegee. Thank you.
At this time, we'd like to open up the floor for any questions that Mr. Hines will be available to take.
There was some rumors going around that Alabama State didn't offer or they've been talking about the bonus to be at. Did you hear about anything about that?
Man, you know, I heard, you know, the old song, rumors. That's what they are, rumors. Hey, we're proud to be a member of the Southwestern Athletic Conference. You know, we joined this conference almost 35 years ago. I believe my math is almost correct. And we're excited about what we're doing. And we've gone to new heights in the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Like I said, we won our 4th Commissioner's Cup in a row. and we look forward to trying to win more of those Commissioner Cups and win more trophies. We're chasing some dreams. You go through and look at the history books. You had schools like Southern that won like 9, 10 Commissioner Cups in a row. You had Jackson State who won like 8 Commissioner Cups in a row. So we're chasing a dream. We're chasing some ghosts. And when it's all over said and done, we want to say Alabama State's the best overall athletic program because we go chase all titles and we go do everything we can in our power to get them.